Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on the video. That is a big week or two. We just got word about the brand new character in the game. It's a 5-star Professor X. Let me know if you guys have reviewed his abilities yet, or what you think about his art or design or anything with getting another 5-star already when we only had a 4-star previously and not two 4-stars in a row before another 5. And they're doing something different with the store here, so you can get a Professor X with hero points. Although the odds are pretty low, but at least it is that open for people to get lucky. And they will have a command point store like usual for a 5-star release. Some people are back and forth on the positives of that, and there's one real big negative we'll talk about in a little bit. Let's look at the space season rolling along really good with PvP. Army of One with 3-star Punisher is up and running right now, and 8 is enough. I think some of you guys are getting into that versus event today as well. And a quick look, there's only 7 days left in the Space Stone season, so we're gonna have to get in some of your character requests. I don't know if I'll get a lot of them in because I do want to run through Army of One a bit today, and then we'll see how much time we have for the shield training at the end. Let's jump into the action here in the Deadpool's Daily Quest. All I want to do quick is get in the Crash of the Titans. I haven't fought it yet, so we're gonna take on Jean Grey with Ant-Man, one of my favorite 4-star characters to use just out of fun. I'm not saying he's rated really high. He has the potential to do really, really well and strong abilities that they're just can be hard to pull off in the match. That's what we're going to try to do in this match. So we'll take this on. Then we'll run through our tokens really quickly and then get into a bunch of PvP action. Let's take an overview of Ant-Man's powers. Now, I change his abilities around a little bit. I spec him out differently depending on what team he's with and what colors the enemy team uses, for example. So in this match against Jean Grey, she has a very strong purple. And we're going to try our best to keep purple away from her so that we can use our ability. Small Time Crooks, though, this used to be my favorite ability for Ant-Man because I got his covers early when I was still playing a lot of 3-star teams and against a lot of 3-star teams. And a lot of those teams had Iron Fist and Luke Cage from the 3-star realm in them. And Small Time Crooks was awesome against those teams because those guys would create an attack tile and a protect tile every turn if one wasn't there. And you play Ant-Man's blue here, and he would steal those special tiles every turn. They'd create new ones, he'd steal them again, new ones, steal them again. You'd have 4 or 5, 3, 4 to 5 of their tiles that they keep making for you. And it was just so fun to take those guys out with that ability. Love it. So let's think here. Now, Ants is a very, very underrated ability in the 4-star realm. It only costs 7. It does pretty darn good damage for 3 turns in a row while he creates 5 countdown tiles. They act like ants that do damage every turn. And then when the countdowns resolve, he creates strike tiles from all those. She's not going to compete with us for purple, so I really want to put this one at level 5 to get the most damage out of it. And Jean Grey's other ability is green, so we will need to keep green away from her. That can be a pretty strong ability. I didn't really talk about the PIM particles. It costs 9, and it places a purple trap tile on the board, and then which creates 3 strength 175 purple attack tiles each turn. Let's actually upgrade this to level 5. We'll take Small Time Crooks down to level 3 because we're not going to have a lot of special tiles on the board unless we get really unlucky to Jean's green, okay? So at this level, creates 3 strength 272 purple attack tiles each turn. That can add up crazy. I mean, you run out of purple locations for attack tiles sooner than anything. And the thing I wanted to point out is his grow ability is the other side of his purple or blue. Grow costs another 9 purple, so it's 18 just to play his pin particles, and then 9, the other 9 is the part of the grow. But he deals 16,603 damage to the target and removes his trap tile or his blue countdown with small time crooks. So at level 3, the grow side of this one only does 7115 because it's at level 3 instead of level 5 for the same damage. So I think Ant-Man can be great, especially in a one-on-one battle here. I think we're going to do just fine against Jean Grey. Let's take our colors off so we're not getting too much of an unfair advantage. Sorry, wrong button. Let's go. I want to make sure I hit the options on right away. So like we said, oh, and here's the thing. It feels like, but I'm pretty sure it's true. It feels like every time you fight against Jean Grey, there's an opening move on the board. That's an extra move. I know it's kind of one of those things where it's probably not true, but it seems like it. But I seriously believe Jean Grey starts with the match 5 against you because of her blue power is so great, psychic feedback. If the enemy team to her gets a match 5 or greater, she will stun the enemy team for 2 turns, deal damage, and take away their AP. It's super devastating and so easy to forget to avoid match 5s against her. So you could do that as a match 4 to just take the big potential away there. We're going to start with this blue that drops a blue match just to get a huge run on blue, and it's a strong match damage color for us. Or maybe I should just go with that yellow. Nah, she'll try to take blue away from me, but it's not an active ability for her. Yeah, let's jump out. That's the only yellow match on the board. We probably better get it. Cool. And look at that. After a couple turns, we already can play our yellow ability on the next turn. It's going to be devastating. Now, when you have Ant-Man's yellow ready to play, I look at the board and say, okay, it's going to place the countdowns. All of them are on red, always on red. If the enemy team has a red ability, she doesn't. But if they do have a red ability, you might want to match these reds away first so you don't lose your countdowns right away. Now, in this match, Jean's not even going to pursue red, so let's go ahead and play ants, ants, ants. And that's awesome. So with these out there, each one deals 423 damage at the beginning of the turn. Each one. And then when they resolve, they create a level 146 strength strike tile. That is going to be devastating. Better get this green so she doesn't build up to her green ability too quickly. 2100 damage at the beginning of each turn from those ants. I'm telling you, it's such a good ability. Vastly underrated in my opinion, and especially if you play Ant-Man with somebody that deals with other strike tiles, you get the damage on top of that. We're going to knock Jean out so fast from this. I did want to try to play Grow. I don't know that we're going to be able to. And one of my favorite teams in 4-star land was Ant-Man plus 4-star Captain Marvel, Carol, because every time a countdown resolves, she would strengthen a special tile. With those 5 that resolve, sometimes you only get 3 or maybe even 4 to resolve. Carol would go crazy increasing the strength of your special tiles after those resolve off the board. So Jean has 11 green. That's really dangerous, full of surprises, costs 12. It's a team damage ability, though. So the single target against me would only be, 3,000 or something. It's not a huge deal in this case, and we can play pin particles. One of the best ways to get a lot of damage out of strike tiles is to have an ability that plays attack tiles, because all of your strike damage is added to the attacks when they hit the opponent. So this thing's about over, actually. Let's get red that drops a purple. Now with those attack tiles on the board, watch how much damage we get. And it's over. So I was hoping to play the grow side of Ant-Man's abilities, but it is hard to do that since it costs 9 plus another 9 of the same color AP. We'll take that legendary token and all those rewards from the DDQ, and I'll finish the rest of those later. Well, wait a minute. I did kind of want to think about this behemoth burrito. Oh, you know what? A real quick mention about this. Black Widow, Infinity War Black Widow is the feature here. We'll play with her. We'll actually allow ourselves to play Captain America's abilities. Usually I only try to win the match with the 4 stars abilities. But a quick mention about Black Widow here. She has a yellow ability that reduces your AP costs on your teammate abilities and her own. If you play her with Ant-Man, you'll want to set his yellow to 3 because her yellow is so good. It reduces the cost by 3. So you could play Ant-Man's purple for a cost of only 6, get a few of those attack tiles, and then play it again at a cost of 6 because of the way she's reducing those, and you get a big grow punch much more easily than 9 and 9. It's only 6 plus 6. Alright, so let's head into this match. I am going to boost 1 yellow AP just because her yellow costs 10 instead of 9. And let's take it on. Probably want to go for Iron Fist here. There's a match 4 in white. I'm gonna let them get that because there's a really good red and blue combo. Oh man. Now there's an extra move, but they're gonna ruin it. Fine. So in this setup, we want to try and get yellow and black for Black Widow. Her black ability is really pretty good because it stuns an opponent for 3 turns, does a little bit of damage, not a whole lot, but while anyone is stunned on the enemy team, she reduces AP on their team by 3 each turn. It's a really pretty good passive, and again, I think it's kind of underrated. So we have 4 yellow. We're going to get 5 on this match break, or should we do 3 and 3? There's another yellow on the board, so let's just do this one. See if we get the other yellow match. And it's kind of funny. Should we just keep Iron Fist in this, keep him around longer because he's going to add a lot of black to the board that we can make use of? Something to consider once in a while. I do want to get rid of him because of that attack tile he's going to make every turn. Just does tons of damage. Alright, so we have Widow's yellow, but I don't think there's any reason to play it yet. Let's build up a little more red for Cap. And then of course more black for her. Don't really see... It's nice when they take out his own attack tile, then it doesn't hit you at the end of that turn, by the way. So Cap has 8 red. His red costs 11, so this is a perfect moment, especially while that attack tile is gone. We should just use that to take Iron Fist out, and that attack tile won't even come back. So let's do this. Let's play Brush Pass. Who's got the most health loss? It is Cap. We'll play Brush Pass on him. It's a pretty good amount of health that you get on the boost from that. And now our abilities cost a lot less. So Star Spangled Avenger only costs 8. Let's play it now. We'll take out Iron Fist. It's a little bit overkill on him, but it's just nice having him out of here. We'll get the match 4 in purple next. So think about a safe location for our... let's just take out that strike tile. It's probably a good play. And he's out. Alright. Let's work on Fury here next. Actually, this is pretty cool. Let's hit Fury with the lights out. Stun him. A little bit of damage, not a lot. And then we'll play Peacemaker since it only costs 9 now. We'll play that on Dak in there. Okay, so let's work on Fury for damage. They're both stunned for a few turns here. Watch their AP. At the beginning of the turn, since they're stunned, she will reduce their AP. Let's see. Let's go for... I want to get her purple going if possible. Lights out. So we'll play Defilade. It only costs 4 now to go invisible. Creates a couple of purple invisibility tiles. And I'd really like to be able to play that again if we can. Don't see any other way to get purple though. I wanted them to leave that match for me. Look at this. We got our red and blue AP back once again. Let's just do this. Lights out on him. Damage plus stun. Let's leave Fury in the match for a second. I want to try something here. Match purple. Oh, our cost resumed to normal because that yellow countdown expired off the board. Alright, I was trying to get to play her purple again to become visible. Maybe we can find a way to get enough purple before this thing is over. Doesn't look like it. Maybe we should just win and move on. Hope they don't make that blue match. I have a funny idea for 1 second here. Oh, great. This is kind of funny. Alright, so here's one thing I like to do just for fun when the match is nearly over. Go ahead and play Peacemaker once again. I want to pick this spot right here. It's a dangerous spot normally, but what we did was set up an extra move for fun. And that's going to be a knockout blow for our pal Fury. And we worked it out. We have our purple, and while she's invisible, if you play Enfilade, the other side of Defilade, it actually does removes enemy special tiles, and you earn the AP for it. So we're going to take out some stuff. It's not a really big damage, but it's actually pretty useful. And let's just win it with Cap and place the red in a terrible location like that for the win. Alright, that team was kind of fun. Got good use out of 4-star Black Widow. I believe she was requested to be played, so that timing worked out just right with the Behemoth Burrito. Get my shield resupply, which helps. I never remember to show this as we get into the action. I just hit day 1372. That's about 3 3/4 years playing this game. I know that's a lot. Cool. All right, let's get into our tokens. We'll burn through this pretty quickly. Sometimes I take way too long, or every time. So Ant-Man was the Crash of the Titans for this cycle. It looks like Kraven is next. So you got 2.5 days to build up your Kraven to be able to win the Crash if you haven't yet so far. Just a heads up on that. All right, let's go into Fist Bump. That event was really tough. Definitely a lot of people making use of boosted Bishop. And also 5-star Kitty works really well and against Iron Fist teams. We've got the 5 tokens. Hopefully, for all that work, we can get a gold level reward. No, just all 2 stars. Ouch. Well, 8 is enough is the next event that's going to be kind of fun. I don't mind Dr. Octopus at all. And we have our first couple of tokens from Army of One. Let's go ahead and do it. And we get the gold. Angel. Nice hit there. Here is the one I've been looking forward to. Thick as Thieves. It's just a normal event store, but with a huge twist. Even with single tokens, let's look at our odds here. You have a chance at winning, or earning, receiving a 5-star Professor X cover. Incredible. They've never offered any single way to get a 5-star from hero point draws or from tokens you earned from an event that aren't legendary level. So for basically the equivalent of a heroic draw, the odds are 1 in 250. So they're really crazy, pretty steep at winning those. But hey, it's 1 in 13 odds at a 4-star. That's not too bad. So we're going to take our shot here. We've got 10 draws at 250 odds for Professor X. Not great, but some guys have gotten him from the 40 packs or maybe even 10 packs, and the odds are a lot better at Professor X from the 40 packs. 1 in 166. Still not great odds, but, you know, at 40, 166, you know, if you think about it, how many times would it be likely to earn him? You know, 4, 5, 6 times of 40 packs, it gets to be expensive. But if you got a ton of hero points laying around, you might have a shot. Let's run through these 10. Man, it would be cool, but I'm not holding my breath. We could get a 4-star here, though. Let's go. Come on, gold. Let's see it. Maybe we should have come back to this at the end of all of our tokens. Let's do that. Let's leave those lucky 7 for the end here. And hit up our, saved up a bunch of elites. Maybe we'll get some gold. There's Cap and Sentry. 2 3-stars in a row. Another Cap with the bonus. Bullseye. I think I only need one more Bullseye. Help me remember to switch him out. Doom. Three-star Star-Lord. And Thor with the bonus. And, oh, I also have Cap set. That's right, because Cap needs about 3 more now, I think. Don't have my sheet updated to keep track too well. 7 normal heroics. Let's just run through those. Did pretty good on the elites, didn't we? Squirrel Girl working on her duplicate for the 3rd time. Blade. Alright, so just a normal run on heroics. So that might have been a good way to spend our luck. Latest Legends, we're back up to 22, and with 2,200 command points, that's about 100 draws. So by the way, we're kind of looking forward to rescue leaving Latest Legends soon now when Professor X enters here. That's more than a couple weeks away, a few weeks before that happens, but we're going to save those up and then probably draw for Professor X in the latest Legends pool when he gets there. So we're back to Thick as Thieves. 7 tokens, guys. Maybe we'll get a 4-star here, but could we get Professor X? Come on, viewer luck. Let's do it. Got gold. Deadpool. Working on Patch Wolverine, and help me remember why that's going to be a pretty good cover. Blade, and the bonus is Bullseye. Whoa. Oh man, I accidentally almost clicked that 40-pack button. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I really don't think I'm going to draw a 40-pack from this store. But I am going to do a 200 one-time draw. I usually do the 100 hero point deals, but we'll give it a shot. Nope, just a 2-star today. So I might do that every day for the next 4 days and see how things work out along with the other tokens we normally earn. So no Professor X today. Didn't think we'd get one, but had to take a shot, you know. 22 1-stars, let them go. We've got some 2s. I'll burn through this quickly. Hopefully we get some more command points and 3-star covers. One more level on Magneto. He'll be champed again, or maxed again, I mean. Maxed out Cap. Bagman, I think, is the last one we can do here. Oh, 2 in a row. And I got a whole bunch of 2 stars. They all built up from that 1,000 standard token draw video I did last time. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. If I remember, I'll put a card up to link to it right now. Still have 123, oop, wrong button, 123 2-star covers I need to handle soon. We'll get to it. 3 stars, let's go. I believe these are the last 2 bullseyes I need for, there it is, legendary token. I'll take him off as my bonus hero. Let's go to Deadpool. Cap had some event reward covers as well, so he's getting close to 257. 10 command points there. And he made it. Legendary. Way past. Back up to level 260 and 15,000 health again. I'll need to take him off and somebody else selected as a bonus hero soon. Legendary max level Sentry. That reminds me, I had a little reminder pop up that I need to go back into PvE and clear a node for the timer. So let's do that real quick and we'll come back to this. The timing is everything in PvE. That node, oh, we have a few minutes. Okay, so 8 minutes. We'll come back to that. Sorry for the interruption. Yep, I played that level, setting a reminder, an alarm. Sometimes, not all the time, but it's an odd time of the day that gets back to full points, so I thought I would click it on and remind me. Iron Fist needs 3 levels for a 4-star Iron Fist from his rewards. Alright, let's do Punisher here. I know I have a rebuild working on him. Too bad I didn't get built up that further for his PvP. We'll go into his PvP next after these levels. Squirrel Girl and Wolverine, we're going to have to go to their... Can we train him up? Not yet. So, let's go here. Oops. Our duplicate Squirrel Girl's getting really close. We need a lot of green. 551. That's a rough build. We'll get it eventually. No big hurry. And then our Patch Wolverine. Big day. Got our last green. We can save that other cover. And we can champion 3-star character. I believe this is the 4th time I've ever champed a Patch Wolverine. And that save cover turns into an LT immediately. Awesome. And 544 is not too bad of a build. I actually... he heals plenty. Let's take his healing down. 553. Sometimes I run his healing at the highest, but probably not for a 3-star. I don't use a lot. And Cap and Bullseye need to be taken off as bonus heroes. Need to do this quick or I'll forget and then I'll get a whole bunch of covers I don't need. There he is. Who should we bonus? Probably Kamala, I think, is the next one. Shoot her up to 250 soon. Okay, 4 stars. Got a few here. Ghost was an event reward. Up to 295, but she does crack 16,000 health. Very nice. Gwenpool. Personal fun favorite to play. 7 CP, 100 hero points, 17,001 almost 17.3 in health now. That helps a lot since she has such low health in general. Valkyrie 329, legendary next. Had a lot of electric covers randomly recently, and Gamora hits 352 for 8 command points, almost 25k health. Cool. No 5s, of course, but I always want to check in case I missed something. Alright, so where are we at here? 5 minutes. Let's go to PvP action, and then I'll probably stop and interrupt and go back to that again. Army of One's been kind of a fun event because Punisher, you know, he doesn't do a whole lot of straight-up damage, but his abilities can be really useful for other teammates. So let's jump in against this guy. He took us on with a invisible woman. I wanted to take him on and do the same. I don't get a lot of chances to play her, and really wanted to get Mysterio into a couple of matches because we've got him champed and now he's also boosted. So I won't use him in this fight. We'll play Invisible Woman. She's got a blue, green, and yellow abilities. That means we'll use Punisher for black and probably red. So we just need we'll have to bring a 5-star along that can deal pretty good damage in purple to help us through the match. Maybe we'll pick somebody's purple that we haven't played in a while. It'd be nice to get somebody thematically with Invisible Woman, but there's really not a 5-star I can do that with. Besides Surfer, and he doesn't do anything with purple. So, thought I had a good idea. Let's use Jean Grey. Her purple leads to red, so we'll use her red unless we use a lot of Punisher red. Let's go. So I think in this match we're going to take on Banner first, because if he gets transformed to the Hulk, it's a big problem, of course. We're going to try hard to keep as much green away from them as we can. Black drops blue and purple, luckily, and red. Sweet. So Invisible Woman's got a pretty strong green ability, and it can be even stronger if you do some really forward thinking on how to play her green and black or green and blue back to back. I don't know that we're going to have a lot of time to get that worked out, because her green can do a lot more damage if you have a bunch of her force bubbles on the board. That shouldn't hurt too much. Well, 5,000. And they have 4 green. All right. They don't make use of purple, really. It is one of Banner's stronger colors for match damage. We can play our blue. It's probably best to wait until we can lock some enemy special tiles up. Did I miss that? Oh, man, I hate it when I miss an obvious move, but it worked out. Extra move for us. And if you get an extra move while you have special tiles on the board, Phoenix will increase the strength and decrease the strength of enemy specials. But you pretty much just have to take an extra move the moment it's available on the board. We've got a lot of abilities to play. Let's see, what do we want to do? Probably want to get purple and then play red before we do anything else. And I don't want to give them a green match, so let's get this purple. Oh, I keep getting lucky with how that's dropping, but here we go. Let's start this out with Psychic Rapport. It adds a lot of red to the board, which should get some good matches here. Yeah, that could have been a lot better, I think. So now, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll play Psychic Flames from Jean Grey. Damage plus red strike tiles. Cool. Now that we have strikes out, I like to play Molotov Cocktail after strike tiles. It's team damage immediately, plus a repeater that can create attack tiles every turn. So I really want to try to protect that repeater. Let's get purple red. Banner wants to transform in another turn, but we're not going to let him. Oh, you know what? Let's try something here. I never get to see this in action. His transform to the Hulk countdown is on the board right there. We can play Force Bubbles, which should trap enemy special tiles. So, with that trapped and locked up, will he create another one? Or is he unable to transform now? Interesting. Let's see how that plays out. Oh, she's going to lock up our special tiles too. I should have been more careful with blue. But look at that. We stopped Banner from being able to transform altogether. That's pretty crazy. Cool. I'm glad we got to test that. Force Field Crush does damage based on how many lock tiles are on the board. There's a few, so let's go ahead and hit Invisible Woman on the other team. 16,000. Not bad. Yellow's pretty spread out. Might as well grant invisibility to our team. I forgot to look and see what we're spec'd out at. Okay, so one teammate is invisible. That's good. A lot of people spec it out with two teammates invisible. Let's protect our repeater here by just getting a red match this way. So, yeah, so the other guy, he can transform now that the other guy tile got matched away. We're going to take Banner out regardless. You notice Punisher on our team is also invisible, thanks to Invisible Woman for a few turns. Psychic Report again. Let's get some red. Oh, I should have matched away his repeater. I messed it up. So I want to save red this time for downing. Oh, I left him with the match 4 again. Just leave him with such good choices. I want to down him with Retribution from our team to take the win. So let's just go with, here's a nice move, red that drops a match 4 of blue. Punisher only has 9,600 health remaining. Let's go ahead and play another Molotov to knock a little more health off. And here it is. I love this animation. It's a cool ability because it deals 3855 damage at cover level 3 is all. But if the enemy is below 30% health, he just downs them in one shot. All right, good team. Jean Grey took a lot of damage. I actually was not worried about that since she can resurrect as the Phoenix if she gets downed. That's a tough team. I think we can take it on next. Let's just go in. I wanted to get a good run in here with Mysterio. Now that he's boosted, he's a whole lot of fun. And let's see. We'll try to use his purple and blue abilities. So because of that, he plays pretty well with 5-star Daredevil. But of course, and just like almost everybody plays well with Okoye. Let's get him into a match with her first. Let's boost blue and purple and jump into it. I'll cover his abilities as we play. I think you want to take on Parker first in this lineup. And we'll start off matching yellow. Probably this way. I don't want to set up too excellent of matches with their blue. Blue and purple 2-move combo. So with Mysterio, he's got a really interesting and cool purple ability in that he sends himself invisible for a certain number of turns. And it's not dependent on like a countdown on the board or anything. He's just invisible for that many turns no matter what. I think he's the only character that's like that for his own invisibility. We just saw Invisible Woman have an ally invisible for a certain number of turns. Same thing that Wasp does as well with an ally, but not herself, you know. And when he goes invisible, oh, here's the blue. The blue is a passive ability. When you have a certain amount of blue, he spends the blue, converts that to purple AP, and if you have, I have 3 blue remaining. If you have 4 blue AP remaining when that happens, he actually stuns the target enemy and deals damage. So let's play Okoye's. I want to see if we can get a bunch of team-up matches. Not as good as I was hoping. Eight blacks. We're going to take a hit from... Oh, we're going to take a hit from Goblin, potentially. That's not good at all. Well, let's do this. Let's play From Thin Air. Mysterio goes invisible and places blue trap tiles on the board. I like to play that right when you have a blue match available to be made. And so, man, now that they're going to play Goblin's black ability, that's pretty tough. I want to make that blue match, but I think we had better let Okoye take the damage instead of Punisher. It would just about down Punisher. So... Goblin Glider's a big time damage ability for the AP required, and they took our blue. Well, look at this. Damage when we match the traps or the enemy team. That is super cool. And I'm wondering if we damage or destroy them with Judgment here. It's a random board destruction. Let's see where this breaks. Nope, just in the middle. Okay. So I thought for a second if it would it says matched or destroyed, and thought Judgment would have a chance to do that. It's random where that gets played, so you can't control it. Goblin got his glider back, so if they get that much AP again, he can play it again now. Let's try this again with Judgment. See where it breaks. Yeah, I hate it when it destroys your own strike tiles, but that's just part of the gamble. Molotov cocktail again with the new strike tiles we placed out, plus Okoye's big time damage added to it. Just so good with her. And can we get... I really want to try to get another purple before we end this match. I wonder if we can here. Well, I'm not going to leave an extra move for the Goblin. Look at this damage. Wow. We got our purple. Let's play From Thin Air for those blue trap tiles. Man, I don't know if we're going to get this completed. We have a 3 trap match for the end here. We're going to get it. Awesome. So, these traps do a bunch of damage, and Okoye adds to each one. That would have been a huge amount of damage with 9 team-up AP. Okay, that was pretty fun. We got a play-in with Mysterio. I want to play him again. And that's probably not a great team to play him against. I'm going to save that red. Do you know, by the way, in PvP, see how the emblem is red? That's because somebody fought me. You know the reds will stay on the board and not go away? Now, see, now I've cleared off a different red, and now it's a yellow emblem here. That means it's just a new queue. It's not a hit I've taken from someone else. You can keep these reds on the board. They don't get overwritten by other hits that you take. Only yellow nodes get overwritten by other retaliations. So you can save a red hit from like somebody higher up in your bracket or something and use it later when it will make more of an impact. All right, let's take on this guy. We're going to play Mysterio again. He's looking pretty good for health. And I want to really show how he can play with Daredevil. This is going to be a pretty good team. I was messing with it earlier. The only drawback is we're going to play Daredevil's purple and not Mysterio's. So we're not going to get any trap tiles out. But we'll play Mysterio yellow to really good effect. Look at this board. Extra move in 2 places to start. Crazy. We'll do the blue first, since doing the red here would kind of mess up the alignment of the blue. Extra move. Do the red. Watch this critical. Wow. Another extra move up top. We're going to have 3 criticals on the board potentially. Nope, it destroyed itself. No problem. So what do we want to do to get the most out of those crits? Check this out. This is going to be huge damage. A match 4 purple with 2 critical tiles. This is going to be... Is it over 20k? I can't even know. I don't even know with Daredevil. 16,000 from a critical match 4. That's so great. Other characters would have been 20k with their match damage. Sweet. We have enough blue. And enough blue remaining that we did damage plus a stun to Okoye. That's awesome. Kind of like Mysterio. Really unique build. Of course, he has one big problem. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. The only damage he can do is the blue trap tiles, of course, but also the damage you get from his yellow. Why did they take the purple match? There's just nothing else for them to go for, huh? Alright, but we have Mysterio's purple or yellow. The pledge, where he puts a countdown on the board for a few turns. While this countdown's on the board, when you make yellow matches, you actually earn purple AP. So good, and to kind of manipulate AP that way, you can really use it to your advantage. But let's wait for a yellow match on the board to even play this thing to get the most out of it. Blue and black. He's going to waste their yellow pretty much. So let's be careful. They have 4 green, not a big deal. We're way, way ahead in this match. And we're going to get... Let's go ahead and get another blue match. That's going to be another damage plus stun on Okoye here. Sweet. Looking for a yellow match lined up on the board, though. That's what we're going for. Once we can get so much purple stacked up, it's incredible the amount of damage you can do. Alright, so Punisher is in a perfect place there. Let's leave him with that 2,900 health. We'll play the pledge. Countdown on the board in a really good spot. Now watch this. We're going to get a yellow match, but watch our purple AP on the top. It's a double move here. Purple AP with Daredevil is so good. And let's get a blue match that drops a yellow, which will get us more purple. And a lot of hits on Thor. Oh man, I wish I would have stunned him before that move. No problem. Here we go. Sonar Strike to stun Thor. I wanted to wait until somebody was stunned to play this Molotov cocktail. The damage will be increased by the stun from Daredevil. We should just about knock out Punisher. Got him. Match 4 with a critical on a stunned opponent. 13,000 damage. Sweet. Okay. Thor is really injured. Let's hit him with Retribution here. I don't know if it's going to take him out, but we could do it twice, so we might as well do one. And it takes him out from 15k health from the stun boost from Daredevil. I think that was well worth it. Cool. Alright. What do we want to do here? Let's just keep rolling on the purple. Don't forget, on a single opponent, getting a stun is just such a big deal. Let's go for... I know I want that blue match, but then she'll get a yellow match afterward. I don't think we can help it. All right. Maybe she'll take it on top. No, she took our strike tile. The pledge counted down and stole a boost of health for Mysterio and a little bit of health away from Okoye. So let's play the pledge again. There's no purple matches to go for, but guess what? We have a yellow. Does two things. Keeps yellow away from Okoye so she can't heal. And then, of course, we earn a bunch of purple for ourselves. Very nice. Stun with radar. It's our sonar strike again. I always say radar sense. Play our green. Oh, that went to a bad spot. Oh well. Up to 9 blue, so check this out. Gonna re-stun Okoye. Plus damage. And that's the win. What a team. That's pretty fun to play Mysterio along with Daredevil. And Punisher helped as well. That's going to be it, guys. I ran out of time again. I did want to get action in with those new characters, especially while they're boosted. I haven't played them yet. But the Shield Simulator will probably do another video, I think, tomorrow. And I have a bunch of requests of characters to be played. So I will do that. I'll look back and get my list updated for who we need to get in action. And in the comments below this video, please right now go down and enter anyone else you want to see in action in the Shield Simulator. And I will get them in, with whether they're a 4-star, 5-star, or whoever. I will do that. 3 stars are pretty tough for me to get into action since all the teams I face have 5 stars in them. But make the request and I'll see what we can do. If you need more MPQ on YouTube, please hit up MPQ Mastery. And I really need you guys to please subscribe if you can and ask your alliance mates to check it out and consider subscribing as well. We're working on building up that number quite a bit. Take a second to do it now. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. See you next time.